It's that time to lose brain cells again. Today we're going to be looking at how much Minecraft objects would be in real life. Yes, it's unrealistic. Yes, it's stupid. Who cares? Today we're going to be focusing more on tools, specifically weapons, so like bows, swords, even axes possibly, but we'll see. If you want to see more, comment below what you want to see. Also, I've literally just recently opened Discord. That's going to be pretty cool when it gets active. I'll leave the link in the description for you to go and join that. But let's get into it. So the first one I want to do is a bow. Boy, are these a pain when skeletons have them in survival. Now, looking at this crafting recipe, the bow seems fairly cheap. 3 sticks and 3 strings. That doesn't sound too bad and it sounds fairly easy to work out. Now I know previously we haven't counted the sticks, but we will this time, just for video's sake. So it took me a while to find just a wooden pole, because obviously we can't really find the value of a stick. You can go outside and pick one up. But this pole here is worth £7, which is only £7, so who really cares? Then to find out the value of all 3, we times it by 3, and that gives us 21. So for the wooden sticks in a bow, it's £21. So assuming one block in Minecraft is 1 meter, then we'll just find a string that's 3 meters long. And I found this one on the internet, and it's only 99p. Wow, that's pretty cheap. Looks like we're going to have a proper budget bow on our hands. So we'll say 99p is just £1, and 21 plus £1 is £22. There you have it. A bow in Minecraft is worth £22. That seems a bit off. I feel like a proper bow should be a bit more, a proper hunting bow. But oh well, who cares? You know what? I'd take that. I think I'd buy that personally. Let's move on. So what's the point in a bow without an arrow? We're going to work out the value of an arrow in Minecraft. Let's have a look at the crafting recipe. So just to start, it looks like we've got another fairly simple crafting recipe. We've just got 1 flint, 1 stick and 1 feather. Fairly simple, but let's get into it. So what we'll do as normal is we'll start from the bottom to the top. So first let's try and work out the value of a feather, which is going to be hard, but who cares? So I didn't actually think there would be a value for a feather because it's just something that you can go outside and find. But I found this one on the internet and it's only 12 pence, so I guess we'll count that. Since we already know the value of stick, which is £7, all we need to do now is find out the value of a flint rock. Again, it was another easy one to find. I found this one on the internet and it comes out to £5.31. So now we've got to do is add all the totals together. This gives us £12.43, but we know there's 4 arrows in the end crafting recipe, so we'll divide that by 4. The result we get is 3.1075. But what we'll do is we'll just round that up to £3.10. So £3.10 for an arrow. Wow, this is actually a really cheap bow and arrow. Well, it's like around £25. That's a bit ridiculous. Let's move on to some swords now. So we all know and love them. There's so many different kinds. We're going to have a look at what all the different types of swords are going to cost in real life, including diamonds, gold, even netherite. Let's get into it. So on each of these we're going to assume that 1 stick is worth £7 on all the value of the swords. And we'll start from the bottom and work our way up like usual. And first on the list we've got the most basic, just a wooden sword. So trying to find this has been absolutely horrifying. I remember how hard it used to be. But I've found this answer on a website. This guy's worked it out at £2,966.43. What the fuck? For a cubic meter of wood. That is incredible. Oh my. Now we've got to times that by 2 and add the £7 on for the stick, and that gives us £5,939.86 for a sword, a wooden sword. I can't be the only one that thinks that's absolutely stupid. I dread to think how much the stone's going to be. So there's no solid answer to the question, how much is 1 cubic meter of stone? Because who on earth is going to actually figure that one out? So I found this one on this website and it said it's around 100 to 350 per ton. We're going to go with this one and we'll meet in the middle and we'll say 250. Then we do 250 times 2 plus 7 and that gives us £507. The staggering difference between a wooden sword and a stone sword. That is absolutely stupid. The next one is going to be a gold sword. And if my thoughts are right, this one is going to be stupidly expensive. Hopefully. So obviously with gold swords, they use bars to craft them rather than blocks. So we'll Google how much a gold bar is worth and then we'll times it by 2. This one I found was £62,717. This is way too much money. I feel like I'm about to drop. Now, as normal, we'll do the calculation times 2 plus 7. That leaves us with £125,441 for a golden sword in Minecraft. That's an incredible amount for a sword, and even when you use it, it's not going to be golden anymore, is it? So we're going to skip diamond because we've done it before in previous parts, but let's move on to netherite. Now obviously netherite's not in real life, it's not a real life object, but I googled it and it looks like the closest thing to netherite is magnesium, which makes sense actually, so let's make a magnesium sword. So I've had a look on the internet and it looks like 1 kilogram of magnesium is around £5.90. I'm not really surprised because it's not the rarest of all metals, but oh well, we move. Then to top it off, the final calculation turns out to be £18.80 for a magnesium sword. Now I'm fairly sure that's the cheapest of the lot for saying it's the most powerful. Obviously it isn't netherite in real life, so I don't need any realists in the comments or anything, but that is pretty fun to see. But yeah, that's all I've got for the weapon side of things at the minute. As always, if you've got any ideas or anything, leave them in the comments and I'll get back to you.